Okay, so Gary Yourofsky and euphemisms. Yeah, he's made the point that we use euphemisms to we use euphemisms in relation to animal products, and so these euphemisms distance people from what they're eating, and should be who they're eating, really. Which is interesting. Um, so we have beef. Beef is cow. Beef was cow. Pork. Pork was pig. So there's a lot of words um, in relation to food, which used to be living, breathing animals uh, that people use so they don't have to think about the uh, the animal that died. Although there's that chicken one. Chicken never really got a euphemism, did it? There's fowl or poultry. Okay, poultry. But typically people just say they're eating chicken. Um, so Gary Yourofsky is very direct, kind of well, he doesn't hold back. He can be kind of graphic sometimes. So some of the things he says, um, I don't want to repeat. Can be pretty graphic and descriptive, which is good. Some people might not like it, but I was remembering. It reminds me of the movie Seven. I don't remember the exact quote, but there's a quote in the movie where someone says uh, something about you can't be subtle anymore. Like sometimes subtlety doesn't work with some people. It sounds kind of horrible, but in the movie Seven, something like you can't be subtle. You have to hit people over the head with a sledgehammer, but you can not literally, not literally. Don't hit people literally over the head with a sledgehammer, but like metaphorically. You get it sometimes in order to get your point across, you have to be harsh, I guess. Which is kind of the opposite of, well, yeah, it's the opposite of the euphemism approach. Um, so Gary would want to take away the euphemism and to be more direct. So yeah, some of the things he says in these videos there might seem kind of harsh and graphic, but like these things that he's saying, this is the truth. This is what's going on. It sounds horrible because it is horrible. The animal agriculture industry is horrible. Oh, okay. I guess something I should have mentioned earlier. Before he shows in these speeches, before he shows the footage of the animal cruelty, he says, you might want to, you might want, or you might feel like you need to turn away or close your eyes to the reality of the what's going on here with the footage of the animal cruelty. You might want to turn away or close your eyes, but if you do feel like you have to turn away or close your eyes, like you can't handle, you can't witness it, if it's not good enough for your eyes, what's going on, the truth with the animal agriculture industry, if it's not good enough for your eyes, ask yourself, why is it good for your stomach? Which is a good point. But for me, like I've after being shocked by the footage of the animal cruelty, uh, like I've recently forced myself to watch some of it, but like there's been times where I don't want to see it, or like even now, like if I know it's gonna be bad, like I'm gonna turn away. Um, which kind of sounds bad, but like I don't need it. I don't need to be convinced how horrible it is, and I'm not supporting it. I'm not taking part in it. It makes me feel horrible seeing what the animals go through. So you don't need to convince me. I'm converted. I'm not I'm not eating those animal products. I'm not eating these dead animal parts or secretions. It's I much prefer to see animals happy and not being abused, which most people, who wants to see animals being abused? But if you're going to be eating animals, you need to see what you're supporting with your money when you buy these animal products, rather than just turning away. If you're going to be eating these dead animal parts, look what the animals are going through. How can you continue to support that or be involved with it in any way? There it is. There's the truth in the footage of the cruelty that goes on with animal agriculture. There it is. Why would you want to have anything to do with that? So the whys, the excuses that Gary Yourofsky has has put out there, I might not remember all of them, but they definitely they sound right. Yeah, they sound like this is what people use as excuses or reasons for continuing to consume animal products. Let's see if I can remember all. There's like maybe four or five. Um, Habit. This is why we continue to consume animal products as humans. Habit. Um, Convenience might have been one of them. I know Earthling Ed talks about convenience a lot too. Habit. Um, Convenience. Culture. Yeah, now like I'm not sure. Were these ones that he specifically said? Because I'm remembering like these are reasons, but I may be remembering these reasons from Earthling Ed or elsewhere. But for sure, I remember him. Gary Yourofsky mentioned habit, and there were a couple other ones like whether he said it or not. There's culture like which could include religion too. But taste, I think taste was the last point he made. Gary Yourofsky. So there's a lot of excuses like that people use. So Gary Yourofsky, he talks about the excuses in his videos. I wonder, like he talks about his past, but I wonder if he had like I don't recall him mentioning like uh, a vegan role model, or he didn't have like wasn't a vegan mentor, or maybe he just like who did he model himself after? Like I don't know about that. I think he just came to these conclusions on his own because I don't recall him mentioning anyone specifically that influenced him. I don't recall that. But like with Earthling Ed, like he mentioned how he was influenced a lot by the Earthlings documentary. But I wonder like because these vegan people on YouTube, like it sounds like they're saying a lot of the same things. They're making a lot of the same points. I wonder like well, this person came after like this person uh, like since Earthling Ed, as far as I know, Earthling Ed, yeah, he came after. He became vegan after Gary Yourofsky, so it makes me think: was Earthling Ed influenced by Gary Yourofsky? Because they do make a lot of the same points, and even like Freely the Banana Girl, like they all make some of the same points. So I sometimes it's like kind of hard to remember like where I heard it first because they're all saying it. And they're all good points.